The Ledo Road was an overland connection between India and China, built during World War II to enable the Western Allies to deliver supplies to China and aid the war effort against Japan. After the Japanese cut off the Burma Road in 1942, an alternative was required, hence the construction of the Ledo Road. It was renamed the Stilwell Road, after General Joseph Stilwell of the U.S. Army, in early 1945 at the suggestion.
The first step was the construction of an air bridge across which supplies were to be flown by flyers of the American Transport Command, shuttling back and forth over what they called the hump. It was a slow process. Equipment had to be taken apart so that it could be loaded aboard planes. It was flown across Burma over the Himalayas to Kunming in China. Enemy interception, particularly from the important air base at Myitkyina, denied them a direct line and forced them north over a much higher route. They flew across jungles, through mist and fog, over mountains, often at heights of over 20,000 feet, with the menace of Japanese planes ever present. They made a sky bridge 525 miles long over the roof of the world and carried across in unarmed transport planes the vital supplies needed by the American and Chinese air forces and the Chinese armies. The enemy swept on to central Burma along the road to Mandalay, where by air and ground, and with the aid of fifth colonists and looters, they destroyed that city. Despite Chinese resistance, they overran the Salween River area on to Lashio, terminus of the Burma Road. By the end of April, they captured the strategically important town of Myitkyina. The Burma Road was cut. Thousands of refugees choked the roads as Alexander and Stilwell were forced to retreat with what was left of their armies. Last to leave were the demolition squads who scorched the earth, destroyed equipment, and put fire to oil supplies. The Allies retreated, they joined with them an ever-growing mass of refugees, Burmese whose homes and lives had been shattered. The Allies did what they could for these refugees, and through brilliant leadership and individual fortitude, managed to keep ahead of the Japs. They retreated along elephant trails, through jungle, across rivers and mountains, to the safety of India.